Welcome back to the farm, everybody. I'm Dave with Nelson Creek Farms. We're in the shop today doing something a little bit different on this 8th day of January 2024. Got a little bit of a heat going in the stove over here. And we're going to look at our seeds that I have saved from not 1, but 2 years ago. So hopefully some of those will still be good. We're going to take a look at that and what I'm going to need to do to utilize them or toss them. Yeah. We're going to take a look at some seed companies that I deal with or I'm going to deal with. Anyway, let's get into it. We're down here in the shop. Stuffing some more firewood in there. Kind of nice to have a wood stove that'll have a chimney that works. Yep. Have you ever heard of the movie with the really horrible title called Constipation? I had neither. And you know why? It's because it hasn't come out yet. Alrighty, well, we got kind of a makeshift table set up here in the shop. We'll see what we've got in here. I do have in this box of leftover seeds some of the seed plates and adapters for the Haas seeder that I have. There's different numbered plates for different applications on whatever size seed you're running. I've got some more of these little deals elsewhere around here. This one is picking up the dots off of this tin thing here, being exposed to it. Smaller holes, of course, radishes, that sort of thing. And then bigger holes for like your corn and whatever. But that'll all be covered in another video. Well, let's see what I've got left here in this box here. We'll kind of sort it out as we go. There's some carrots. Now, some of these I got from a fairly well-known seed company. Don't have any kind of attachment to them. They aren't paying for a spot or anything. They are Gurneys. That's who I did happen to get a bunch of these through at one point in time. So, yeah, but like I say, it's not an endorsement, just what I've got left here. I'm just kind of going through this here. Oh, here's a few more of those seed plates. Got a couple of blanks here that you can drill your own hole in for whatever size seed you're doing. They even come with a couple of thicknesses. Anyway, bush beans. I'm just kind of looking here to see what we've got left, so I know what I need to order. I will probably be ordering from Territorial Seed Company and Gurneys again this year, unless somebody else has a recommendation on a place to try. The other day I went grocery shopping and I bought one thing that was a little bit different than normal. I said to myself, Dave, to heck with toilet paper. Buy dryer sheets. Yeah. So I bought dryer sheets. Now my backside smells like lavender. There's no more static cling, so there's no cling-ons from paper hanging on. And my backside, like I said, smells like lavender and is now wrinkle-free after 20-some-odd years. So that looks like a win-win to me. Yeah. That cracked me up. I'm not a huge fan of doing the heirloom seeds. I will use them if that's what I have available to me. I don't like GMO seeds to a point. It is my understanding, and if I'm wrong, please feel free to drop me a line. Maybe volunteer to be a guest on the show to explain the theory behind this. But to me, and most of us, genetically modified organism, or GMO, is a seed that has been modified to resist chemicals, i.e. weed sprays, bug killers, that sort of thing, so that man-made pesticides and herbicides can be used without harming the plant, supposedly. Well, heaven only knows what that's doing to us in our guts and our bodies and that sort of thing. But in my mind, GMO can also be cross-pollinating. If you have red flowers here and white flowers here, and you have a bee comes in there, and it moves the pollen between the two, and all of a sudden your red flowers and your white flowers turn out pink, that's modified genes, okay? But that's done organically, and that isn't something I have an issue with. And I may be oversimplifying that and using the wrong terms on that, so forgive me if I am. But I have to draw the line as a producer somewhere at GMO. Like I said, don't care for the ones that are chemical resistant, man-made chemicals. Don't like using that on the place at all, unless absolutely necessary and everything else has been exhausted. So far, haven't got there. But anyway, let's get back to what we got here in the way of seeds. Okay. I've got a lot of the seed packets set out here. I do have a, how big is this thing? 2-pound bag of bush beans. Blue Lakes variety from Gurney's. Yeah, we're going to can a bunch of those up this year. I bought a new canning system. We'll look into that here after a while, get you kind of an update on what I'm doing there, along with that Haas planter that works just about as well as the old Planet Junior planters do. Anyway, like I said, this is what I got left from the last go-around of garden plot stuff that I was doing. I've got a whole bunch of sweet corn here that'll mature within, 75 days. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 quarter-pound bags of that. Now, if I get to doing that corn maze this year, this will end up needing to be a big bag like that. Yeah, so we're going to need a lot of corn to do the sweet corn maze and then sell fresh produce out of the farm here. What else have we got? We've got that sweet corn. It's a hybrid, so it has a little extra sweetness to it. Again, that's a GMO product that's naturally done. We have early contender bush beans, as well as the Blue Lakes variety that's already in the box. I've got 2 packages here of ornamental corn. I don't know if that'll pick that up. This is the stuff that makes the kernels with different colors. Some folks call it glass corn, others call it Indian corn. But yeah, we've got some of that. So this one's called Glass Gem. So we're going to plant some of that out there with our sweet corn to give folks something else to look at and purchase when we do the pumpkin patch and the maize. Got 2 packages of tender sweet carrots here and a package of scarlet mantis carrots. Those are really a reddish kind of a carrot. We're going to give those a twirl. Got a couple boxes here. These little, what are they? This does 15 feet, 205 seeds of champion radishes. A lot of this stuff has a sale date of 2022. So I don't know that a lot of this is going to be any good. It's been sitting around. It's not been treated very well, so I'm probably going to have to replace it or mix in some new product with it so that it will grow. German giant radishes. I have some sunflowers. Who doesn't like sunflowers? That'll be another fall thing that we can sell when we do the pumpkin patch and that sort of thing. Sorry, these do not have pictures. I have a melon. Portento hybrid Tuscan melon. Whatever that is, has an 80-day maturity. Another, again, sell by July 2022. So this is 2024. So a lot of these probably aren't going to grow and do any good. Little Marvel garden peas, another 2022. These are treated to keep the bugs out of the seeds. And it says right on there, do not use for food, feed, or oil purposes, right here on the label. I don't have a problem with doing the treated seeds. Because quite honestly, you know, you almost have to in this day and age to keep the critters out of them. Big thing of pumpkins. I'm going to get, these are the Connecticut Fields. I'm going to get some more of these to do. out in the garden plot. And we also have watermelon and some mammoth gray stripe sunflowers that we're going to be growing with the other ones out there. Again, those will be the ones that people can buy for the seeds to make some sunflower seeds to eat. Got snap peas and one little package of paddock cabbage left. So yeah, we'll give that a whirl, and we'll run this box back into its storage area there in the house. It's got all of its stuff in there, and yeah, we'll take a look at the catalogs next. Okay, I have here laid out before you the 3 catalogs that I have gotten so far. I date them when I get them. I don't know if you can see that, November of 23. This one is January 4th of 2024. And the territorial seed isn't as easy to see. It's up here, 12/21 of 2003. These are going to be where I'm going to be ordering from primarily, unless something else comes along or shows up. I have not ordered from Territorial Seed Company before. I'm looking forward to it this year for some of the product we're going to be selling. However, I'm going to go back to Gurney and order replacement or additional product to go with what I already have, so that I can mix in some of those 2-year-old seeds in with some newer seeds and hopefully increase the germination rates. The old like sweet corn seed, I'm going to plant it along the, if we do the corn maze, I will plant it along the west side of the west field by the pine trees, so that will be the exterior perimeter of, say, the corn maze. So like this will be the maze, okay? This way closest to you be the bottom end of the field. This will be the top end. So we'll come along here and do this way in the field with that mix of old and new seeds. That way if the old seeds don't germinate, I'm not losing too much. Yeah, where I want it, the good stuff to grow is going to be in the middle where the maze is going to be if we do the maze. And yeah, so that's going to be kind of a tricky deal there, but we'll work it out and get hopefully get some of it going. Now, I hope that made a little bit of sense on what I was talking about doing about mixing old seed with new seed, as long as, you know, what I'm trying to do is increase the germination rate of the old seed that's 2 years old. Whether or not it'll even germinate at all is up in the air. So if I blend it and mix it with some new seed, I'll still have something coming up. May not be as thick or as heavy as a stand, but I'm going to give it a try, waste not, want not, that sort of thing. Unless some of you have something different to say about that. And again, if some of you have a seed company that you like to do business with, let me know down in the comments down below. Now, I have run into another lady by the name of Melissa that I work with at the in-town job. She has her own YouTube channel, 10X Farmstead, and there's a space between the X and the F of Farmstead, in capital F. Look her up. She's a very busy mama of a couple of kids. Her husband does some welding, so maybe, knock on some wood, we can get him to do the arch over the driveway entrance for when we do our fresh produce thing, so it'll look nicer, have a little eye candy appeal to it. And maybe I can even hire him to, once I get it all cut, laid out, and fitted, have him come by, make any adjustments he needs to do, and maybe weld up the subframe that'll sit on the ground for our roadside produce stand. So we may have a double win there. Have somebody I know that I work with that has a husband that can do welding better than I can, and she does a lot of garden work. In fact, I was watching one of her last videos. She was working with some drip tube irrigation, which is something that I really need to get into, especially for the pumpkins. Yeah, and watermelons and the cantaloupe and that sort of thing, to keep mildew and stuff from going on under the leaves and attracting bugs and all that kind of things and fungus. So, yeah, maybe we can talk her into sharing her gardening experiences with us this year coming up. So anyway, if you can, check it out. I don't normally recommend channels, and I'm not doing it just because she's a coworker of mine. But they are trying to feed their family off of a large garden plot. I've watched a couple of videos now, and it looks kind of interesting. So keep in mind, we're all amateurs doing this. None of us are really a professional, so hope you enjoy my videos as well. Anyway, I do have a new subscriber or two. Thank you very much. And as always, if you would, right down there, click on that big red thing that says subscribe on it below the corner of this screen right here. And yeah, click on the little bell icon if you'd like to get notified whenever I put out a new video. If not, just subscribe. They'll show up in your feed. Anyway, it doesn't cost you anything. We'll catch up with you later. I'm going to close up the shop now and go in and edit this and get it out before the snow starts flowing again. In fact, the snow plows have already been by today, moving the snow back away from the edges of the road. So hopefully we can still travel and motivate in another day or two. It's 40-mile-an-hour winds and snow. That's not a good combination. Anyway, y'all be careful out there. Behave, be kind and courteous to your fellow occupants of the planet. I was going to say Americans, but I don't want to sound too biased. Anyway, y'all have a good one. I'm Farmer Dave, wishing you well. Bye-bye for now.